Javier Mendez believes Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski will run it back in the future. On Saturday at UFC 284, Makhachev defeated Volkanovski by unanimous decision to retain his lightweight title. Despite the unanimous decision win though, the bout was more competitive than some thought going into it, and immediately afterwards, Makhachev's coach acknowledged that Volkanovski was the toughest test of the champion's career thus far. "It was definitely a challenge," Mendez told Submission Radio afterwards. "Alex, he actually became the challenge. Khabib Nurmagomedov told me that he was gonna be. He felt that Alex was gonna be the toughest challenge for Islam, and that Islam was gonna have to grind it out through the end. That's what he felt. And I said, well, I didn't know, cause the way I looked at Islam, he looked fantastic in training. But Khabib had a feeling that it was gonna be a tougher fight than I anticipated myself." So, it was exactly what Khabib thought it was. It was a real tough fight. We got pound for pound for a reason, but we beat it from a guy that is the greatest of all time in the featherweight division and one of the greats of all time. He's gonna be, no doubt. Afterwards the loss, Volkanovski called for a rematch, arguing that he should have won 3 rounds, but an immediate rematch seems unlikely. Instead, the featherweight champion will likely look to unify belts with Yair Rodriguez next, who won an interim featherweight title in the co-main event of UFC 284. But, Mendez says, a rematch will eventually happen. "I definitely think the UFC is gonna want to see a rematch, so I don't see no reason why they wouldn't do a rematch," Mendez said. "I think it would be great. I think the fans would love it. I think Islam would be down for it also. And obviously Alex is. Because, I mean, come on now, he calls himself Alexander the Great, and he lives up to that name. So, there's a reason, and he's such gentleman. He's a competitor. He feels he won, but that's the way you're supposed to feel. And he's got the right attitude, and yeah, I think at some point they probably will do a rematch." Makhachev also has other fish to fry at the moment, with Mendez noting that he feels Beneil Dariush deserves a shot at the lightweight title next. But whenever it does happen, Mendez says that things will be entirely different than they were on Saturday. "When they collide again it's gonna be a different fight, different adversity for both sides," Mendez said. "It's not gonna be easy for both sides. No way. But let's see what happens. Let's see what's in the cards. I'm sure Yair has got the next calling, and let's see what happens from there."